All right, class, let's tackle our last reading assignment for this week. First of all, you can put your name on top of it. It's the fifth one in this packet for this Thursday, September 24th. When you reload those packets, make sure you get them in there in order. We're in Unit 1, Week 4, a crash course in force and motion with Max Axiom. It's cause and effect here on the front side. I love it because they give you all the page numbers. Remember, the cause is why something happened. And the effect is what actually happened. All right? So on page 66 and 67, and we're going to start this in order, we have an object is still. Okay? The cause is an object is still, then what? Well, let's see if we can't read about it. Moving can be thrilling, but I need a break. Hey, Rosario, what are you doing here? Hello, Max. I'm taking notes for a physics class I teach. Why are you just sitting there? Is something wrong? Once I sit, sometimes it's hard to get moving again. But once I get going, it's off. I often can't stop. So an object is still. The effect will be it stays still. All right? An object in motion, he tells right there, but once I get going, I often can't stop. It stays moving. Okay? The first two are pretty easy. Now we got the what happens. Riders feel like they are being pushed to the back of their seats. I think I know. I think that the roller coaster starts. Let's find out. 68. I gotta go find this on page 68. Can't do this work without finding the paper. Okay, here we go. I feel like I'm being pushed in the back of my seat. That's inertia. When the ride starts, your body is at rest. The chair moves forward, and your body wants to stay at rest, but the chair moves into you. The riders feel like they're being pushed by the back of their seat. And why? What caused that? The chair moved forward. The chair moved forward, so the rider felt like they're being pushed in the back of their seat. Riders remain in their seats when the roller coaster stops. What keeps them from flying out of their seats? I think I remember this one, page 70. Did I get that one right? Yeah, page 70. So the lap bars stop us from continuing forward on the roller coaster. Riders remain in their seats when the roller coaster comes to a stop because of the lap bars. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 of them left. We did the first 4 for you. Let's flip it over and take a look at and use those page numbers. So the answers, they tell you exactly what page the answer is on. And then use our reading strategy. Reread, cause and effect. Why something happened, and then what actually happened. All right, context clues. We got 2 context clues. Let's do this first one. It's acceleration on page 69. We're going to try to find the word acceleration on 69. I found it right here in the middle one. Speed is how fast we are going at any given moment. Acceleration is how much speed we pick up. How much speed we pick up. You see the is there makes it really super easy for us. How much speed we pick up. That's acceleration. And then approach. You can find that one on your own on page 71. And remember, we got our genre study this week. We're talking about narrative nonfiction. Why is this text narrative nonfiction? And you can start it out by saying, this story is narrative nonfiction because it is told like a story and filled with facts. Filled up all the lines. I know Mr. Barr is going to give me an A+ for that. I addressed both points. It's told like a story, that's the narrative. Filled with facts, that's the nonfiction. Narrative, nonfiction. Alright, so now this part here is a little bit different than in the past. This is your opinion. How do forces and motions affect you? Could you imagine if we didn't have any gravity and you'd be floating around? Could you imagine if you put the brakes on in your car and that didn't stop you? So think about a couple of those, and then your goal is to fill up all these lines, probably 2 or 3 sentences. And the vocabulary, we're not going to do this week. You can cross that one out. Eventually we'll start doing that bottom part, but not yet. All right, guys, finish strong. Make sure you complete these sections full. You got 6 left on the front, 1 on the top, and over to the right on your own. Have a blessed day, and then we will see you next week.